Hello space explorers. One of our viewer has shown interest in watching about Saturn, so we have made a video. We thank you everyone for showing interest in our channel. We will work hard to bring more interesting videos for you. The second largest planet in our solar system, Saturn, is located at a distance of 6 planets from the Sun. Saturn stands out among the planets due to its countless lovely ringlets. While there are other planets with rings made of ice and rock fragments, none are as magnificent or intricate as Saturn's. Saturn, a gas giant like Jupiter, is a sizable ball primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. The Saturn system is a rich source of scientific discovery and still holds many mysteries, from the methane lakes on smoggy Titan to the water jets that spray from Saturn's moon Enceladus. The atmosphere of Saturn is inhospitable to life as we know it. Most likely, organisms cannot adapt to the extreme and volatile temperatures, pressures, and materials that make up this planet. While the planet Saturn is not a likely place for life to exist, this is not always the case for all of its numerous moons. Life might be able to exist on satellites with internal oceans like Titan and Enceladus. Saturn is 9 times wider than Earth, with a radius of 36,183.7 miles, 58,232 kilometers. Saturn would be roughly the size of a volleyball if Earth were the size of a nickel. Saturn is 9.5 astronomical units from the Sun, or 886 million miles, 1.4 billion kilometers, on average. The distance between the Sun and Earth is 1 astronomical unit, or AU. Sunlight travels from the Sun to Saturn at this distance in 80 minutes. The second shortest day in the solar system is on Saturn. Saturn has a day that lasts only 10.7 hours, the amount of time it takes for Saturn to rotate or spin around once, and it takes Saturn approximately 29.4 Earth years to complete one orbit of the Sun, 10,756 Earth days. Similar to Earth's 23.5-degree tilt, its axis is tilted by 26.73 degrees with respect to its orbit around the Sun. This implies that Saturn has seasons just like Earth does. There are countless fascinating and unusual worlds on Saturn. Each of Saturn's moons offers a unique perspective on the Saturn system, from the hazy surface of Titan to the crater-filled Phoebe. Saturn currently has 53 confirmed moons, and 29 more are provisional moons that are awaiting confirmation. It is believed that the fragments of comets, asteroids, or shattered moons that broke apart before they reached Saturn and were torn apart by the planet's strong gravity make up Saturn's rings. They are composed of countless quantities of tiny pieces of rock and ice that have been dusted with other substances. The majority of the ring debris is made up of dust-sized icy grains and chunks the size of houses. Some of the particles are the size of mountains. From Saturn's cloud tops, the rings would appear mostly white. And interestingly, each ring orbits the planet at a different speed. Up to 175,000 miles, 282,000 kilometers, are covered by Saturn's rings. The rings, which are named according to the order in which they were found, are generally close together. With the exception of the Cassini division, a chasm that separates rings A and B and is 2,920 miles, 4,700 kilometers, wide.
A, B, and C are the 3 major rings. The rings D, E, F, and G are more recent discoveries and are fainter.
The D ring, C ring, B ring, Cassini division, A ring, F ring, G ring, and then the E ring are all rings that radiate from Saturn. In the orbit of Saturn's moon Phoebe, which is much further away, is the incredibly faint Phoebe ring. Saturn lacks a true surface because it is a gas giant. Most of the planet's interior is made up of swirling gases and liquids. A spacecraft wouldn't be able to fly through Saturn unharmed, but it also wouldn't have anywhere to land. Any spacecraft attempting to fly into the planet would be destroyed by the intense pressures and heat deep inside the planet. Storms, jet streams, and clouds that resemble faint stripes cover Saturn. There are numerous hues of gray, brown, and yellow on the planet. In the equatorial region, winds in the upper atmosphere can reach 1,600 feet per second, 500 meters per second. On the other hand, the top speed of hurricane-force winds on Earth is about 360 feet per second, 110 meters per second. Additionally, the pressure, which is similar to that experienced when diving deep underwater, is so intense that it turns gas into liquid. A 6-sided jet stream is an intriguing atmospheric feature on Saturn's North Pole. Images from the Voyager spacecraft first revealed this hexagonal pattern, which has since been more closely scrutinized by the Cassini spacecraft. The hexagon, with a massive, rotating storm at its center, is a wavy jet stream with winds of 200 miles per hour, about 322 kilometers per hour. Spanning about 20,000 miles, 30,000 kilometers, across. Nowhere else in the solar system is there a weather feature like it. You can also watch our video on Journey of Pluto. And if you think we have successfully provided with some good information about Saturn, you can appreciate us by liking the video and subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe now for astronomy, cosmology and science updates. Thank you and take care.